In today's video, I'm going to show you how to align in Tinkercad quickly and accurately using the Align tool. If you have ever struggled to line up shapes, center objects, or make sure everything sits perfectly on the same axis, this tutorial is going to save you a lot of time. And before we jump in, if this video helps you out, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more easy software tutorials just like this. All right, let's get started. The Align tool in Tinkercad is one of the most useful features for anyone designing with 3D shapes, whether you are building a simple project, creating a model for class, or assembling multiple parts into one clean design. Alignment makes everything look more professional and much easier to work with. Instead of moving objects around by hand and guessing where they should go, Tinkercad gives you a simple system of black dots that lets you snap objects into the exact position you want. The first step is to select the objects you want to align. You need at least 2 objects selected before the tool will work. There are 2 easy ways to do this. The first method is to click and drag a selection box around the objects. Just drag your mouse across the shapes you want to include, and Tinkercad will select them all at once. The second method is to hold down the Shift key and click each object one by one. This is helpful if your objects are spread apart, or if you only want to select specific parts of your design. Once your objects are selected, it is time to activate the Align tool. You can do this in 2 different ways as well. The quickest way is to press the L key on your keyboard. That shortcut instantly opens the alignment handles. If you prefer using the interface, you can also click the Align icon in the top right toolbar. The icon looks like a vertical bar with 2 squares next to it, and that is the button you want. Either method works, so choose whichever is easier for you. After you activate the tool, you'll see a series of black dots appear around your selected objects. These dots are the alignment handles, and they are what make the tool so powerful. The dots represent the different axes in Tinkercad, allowing you to align objects left, center, right, front, back, top, bottom, and everything in between. This means you can position objects with precision instead of relying on guesswork. The horizontal dots control alignment along the X and Y axes. In simple terms, these help you line objects up from left to right or from front to back. For example, if you want 2 shapes to be centered with each other, you would click the center dot. If you want one object to sit to the left or right of another, you would use the corresponding dot on that axis. The vertical dots control the Z-axis, which is how Tinkercad handles height. These let you align objects to the bottom, center, or top, so everything sits exactly where it should in 3D space. When you hover your mouse over one of the dots, Tinkercad gives you a ghost preview of where the objects will move. This is really helpful because it lets you see the result before you commit to it. Once you're happy with the preview, click the dot to finalize the movement. That's all it takes. The objects will snap into place instantly. If you notice a dot is gray instead of black, that means the selected objects are already perfectly aligned on that axis. In other words, Tinkercad is letting you know there is nothing to change in that direction. This is a useful visual cue because it helps you understand when your objects are already lined up and when they still need adjustment. Now, let's talk about aligning to a key object, because this is one of the most important techniques to know. Sometimes you don't want both objects to move evenly. Instead, you want one object to stay in place while the other object moves toward it. Tinkercad makes this possible with the key object method. To do that, first select both objects and press L to open the Align tool. Then click on the object you want to keep stationary. That object becomes the key object, and the alignment handles will center around it. From there, you can align the other object relative to that fixed point. This is perfect when you want one shape to act as a reference and the rest of your model to be positioned around it. This feature is especially useful when you are making parts fit together, creating symmetrical designs, or building anything that needs exact spacing. It helps you avoid moving the wrong object by accident, and it makes the whole design process much smoother. So if you remember just a few things from this video, remember this: select your objects, use the L shortcut or the Align button, watch for the black dots, and use the key object method when you want one item to stay fixed. Once you get comfortable with it, aligning in Tinkercad becomes fast, easy, and very accurate. If this tutorial helped you out, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more step-by-step Tinkercad tips and beginner-friendly software tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.